What you think about Oshaki Foster wanting to fight Shakur Stevenson?
Oh, I ain't see nothing about that.
Yeah, I seen it on Twitter. They
Mm,
going back and forth, back and forth.
I don't,
He
I
has
don't,
the WBC title. He can go out and move up and go off of greatness. He's a big
yeah,
kid at 130.
yeah, I don't see that being that competitive though.
Wow.
Not a boxer
More,
style.
all right, more competitive than Padley, right?
Oh, of course, yeah, Padley. Like,
I got you. I got you. Is that okay? Okay. Is that more competitive than Cepeda?
nah, I rather
No.
see Pater.
Yeah, I want to see Cepeda too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Just the style. I think they just need to fight. It's just it's been too long. It's been too long listening to these two names, and they need to get it done for sure.
yeah.
Uh, uh, yeah, but that doesn't intrigue you at all, huh? You
No, no,
you're not
not.
big on shock, huh? Do you like? Would you
I
rather
mean,
see?
he could fight. He could box, but we talking about Shakur. Like Shakur, it's gonna take somebody really real to get him that real fight.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't see nobody moving up and beating them. Nah,
so
like
you would probably go ahead.
yeah, nah. Like you said, I'd rather see Zepeda or even I don't know where Loma, but even if Loma, get back off the bench, I'd rather see that.
Yeah, we need to see Lomachenko, man. He need to
Yeah,
come
that,
back.
uh,
I think I think he'll probably come back for Tank.
I don't know, man. It depends. Maybe, but
You think
that's what I
they?
want to see
Yeah,
him and Tank. Yup,
shoot.
or in Tank.
What do you think about Turkey Al Sheikh sending Shakur Stevenson a mediocre offer to fight Cepeda?
Oh, I ain't.
An offer that supposedly they had terms that they were supposed to get paid a certain amount. Um, but I guess they must have looked at it the wrong or something like that. That you could pay for this. I'll give you this money, but you got to fight in Saudi Arabia for that type of money.
I don't know, but I think it'll get figured out. Dude always find a way to get it done. Turkey, so I don't think that's gonna be an issue.
He's signing contracts. He got Keyshawn Davis out there. He got
Yeah, damn.
Abdullah
Yeah, yeah.
Mason. They're new
Yeah,
ambassadors.
I forgot about Keyshawn got the belt too. Yup.
Yeah,
Yeah, but we know him and Shakur ain't gonna fight, so
right. But it seems like it
at
was
least
just
not now. Like in the future,
yeah.
if it get big enough, like years down the line, they might just both put it to the side and fight each other. But yeah, Keyshawn is yeah, I like him too.
You think we need that in boxing? Like that way we don't have people saying, like you a friend, and like
Yeah,
people
that
get because people get used to that stuff.
nah, yeah, because everybody train together now and all of that. Yeah, they got to put that to the side. But you got the exceptions though. Like them two probably knew if they knew they might have been cool since they was real little. So you might not want to see it because they might not. Sometimes it can go both ways. They'd be competitive enough to still get in there and try to hurt each other, beat each other, or they too cool to want to hurt each other. So it'd be best if they tell you that they don't want to fight and just leave it at that because maybe they kind of know, like, nah, we a little too cool. But at the same time, they could look at it like I think Tommy Hearns and Sugar Ray Leonard was kind of cool. And they,
Yep.
shit, fought twice. They tried to kill each other. Zab was cool with Floyd, and so down the line it might happen. But yeah, but I like Keyshawn though. He could, he gonna be around. He gonna be, one he shit. He got a long career, I think.
Do you see why he kind of like joined Bomac? You know what I mean? Like I was talking to Bomac earlier. I mean a couple of days ago, and you can see he's proud of Keyshawn. Like having Keyshawn, I kind of get like glimpses of like, yo, this is the young Crawford. You know what I mean? Like when he leaves, this is gonna be my guy. and Crawford's always going to be in the camp anyway to give out those jewels, but it's like his style is more compatible to like a Keyshawn versus a Shakur. Even though Shakur and Terrence, they got like a good
Yeah.
relationship, but it's like
Yeah.
these guys have like the same demeanor and kind of a similar style. What would you say about Bomac and what he could do for Keyshawn Davis, and what do you think they're going to be able to do together in the sport?
Keyshawn. I like Keyshawn, man. I think he gonna be him being young, man. We got somebody that got that decade plus.
Yeah.
That that we need guys that's really legit that can have these long careers and keep the sport thriving. Like you got Abdullah that's super young. You got him. You got Shakur. You got a lot of other guys too. But I'm saying nowadays guys able to go to 40 or close to 40. He one of them ones that seem to love boxing and the way he fight. Them kind of dudes can have a 15-year career and stuff like that. Nowadays you got guys that's learning how to preserve themselves and like Usyk, and you got a lot of fighters. Now it's different. Before, if you heard a guy was even 34, 35 was considered old. Now the best fighters is between 35 and 40. Most of the
Yep.
pound is 34, 33 to 40.
So
So
that. Yep.
so we need these kind of guys like that they ain't one and done's or a few fights and they fall off. You want to be able to follow their careers for a while. Even like a Floyd Mayweather, not comparing nobody to him, but Floyd went up until he was 40. We need a lot of guys like that now to carry the sport for a while to keep it thriving. But the question, I think, yeah, with Bo Mac, I'd be excited too. He seemed solid, he seemed hungry and coming. That was a smart choice for him to me to transition to a professional, a pro coach, like a trainer, a teacher, because there ain't many of them left. Like if I'm young, you got to invest in yourself. You got to be smart. Like in the NBA, right? LeBron James had high school coaches and all of that, but when you step up to the big league, you get a big league teacher and trainer. You get somebody that know the game. You got to give yourself the best possibility to go as far as you're trying to go. A lot of guys now to me, they get the comfort zone trainers that they could tell what to do. And see, that's why I don't work with, a lot of fighters. Like, yeah, here and there, I pick out, the right ones if they come to me or whatever. But
Once they start telling you this is how I do things, Mick, this is when you're like,
no, yeah, I can't do that. Like
I'm
Floyd
out of here.
Sr., I couldn't even wear tennis shoes when Floyd Sr. trained me. Like but it's different methods now. But I'm saying you got to keep the old school to extent. Got to stay with what in the boxing. You got to mix it in because now it's getting kind of soft as far as certain things. Like it's getting a little soft, but Keyshawn got the advantage because he went straight to a real pro camp. Like he went, and that helped elevate his game. He's seeing what Crawford doing, and
Hmm.
he in the right circle. He's been training with Shakur. Shakur got his grandfather as his trainer, old school guy. Boots got his pops that been around, old school guy. Them advantages that fighters overlook nowadays. They think they could just pull their uncle or their father. They could wake them up out the bed and turn them into a coach. You can't do that. Not when it's at the highest level. Like, you gotta have somebody that really know the game, that got a track record. You want to give yourself the best possibility, and like if you're in the NFL or NBA, you can't do that. You ain't just waking your dad up or your uncle up and telling them to come coach the Lakers. So we need more of that in boxing to keep these fighters nice and to keep the sport thriving, or it's gonna fall off.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Do you know who Jahai Tucker is?
Yeah, I sparred with him years ago. Yeah, he tough,
Oh,
little tough kid, real tough kid.
yeah.
Yeah, y'all. I've been in the ring with him years ago, y'all.
So I was talking to him yesterday. We did an interview. Him and Lorenzo Truck Simpson going back and forth on Instagram. They had a sparring session. I seen like Lorenzo Simpson, camera guy took a picture of Jahai on one of his knees. Jahai said it was just a slip. Lorenzo Truck Simpson the next day sent him a contract. To fight under co-main event against the Melanecki team. You know Melanecki? They are from Jersey.
I think so. I heard.
Vito Melanecki. Yeah.
Yeah, why? Well, I know Truck well because I used to work with him.
So I mean, tell me, I love these young guys like just trying to like make a name for themselves. They take a little L, come back, fight some of these guys. What do you think about that matchup
Yeah,
per
that
se?
don't matter. That shouldn't matter. But
You shouldn't.
man, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna be real with you. Truck, one of them fighters, man. That's. And I don't mean this by the disrespect, but he. I ain't gonna say he an underachiever because he's still young and he could. But I trained him. I worked with him, and
Okay.
he. It gotta still be there. But man, he was special. He was real special. Like I'm talking, like believe me, like I trained him. I couldn't even. This was
I
some
see
years.
a lot of good things in them,
Hey man, yeah, he could fight. He could pick it
but
back
this is
up.
the first time I heard a coach say he's special though.
Nah, man, but I work with him, and I work with, the cream of the crop. Like, nah,
Yeah.
he was real special. Like, and it gotta still be there. Sometime I don't know what's going on in his personal life and stuff like that, but I was working with him a few years ago, maybe like this might have been shit 3-4 years ago.
Hmm.
Yeah, nah, at that time, I damn near ain't see nobody beating him. Like, if you look at his projection, but I don't know what's going on. But I don't know. Yeah, shit, match the fight up.
I like it. Who would you favor in that fight?
Truck, from what I know, but
Yeah.
Jahaz, he been busy and he could fight too. He could fight too, but I don't know right now. I don't know. I got to see where Truck is at and what he got going on. But they both could fight. They both real tough. They both dogs. Like they both. It could shit. It could be a toss up.
Yeah.
See, I think of the truck that the truck that I know and the truck that I train that I I don't it's hard to it's hard to say because yeah it's hard to say right now, but yeah,
It's
I
a
just hope truck can get back to the truck that I know that I work with and that I know. I mean, he was right behind Tank at one point to where I could see that he had a real high ceiling, but I don't know.